Thinking about moving to Miami, but wondering if you can actually afford it? I know. It's like when people say Miami, the first thing they're thinking, luxury condos, ocean views, and multi-million-dollar homes. But here's the honest truth. You can still buy a home in Miami for under $500,000. You just need to know where to look. In this video, I am going to break down the best areas to live, what you actually get for your money, and where you can find the most value. So let's get started. Before we jump right into neighborhoods, let's set some expectations. If your budget is under $500,000, you're typically looking at condos, townhomes in central areas, single-family homes further out, or properties that may need a little work. You're probably not going to get a brand new waterfront home, but you can get into the market and start building equity. I did at the age of 21, and honestly, that's how a lot of smart buyers win. Let's start with one of the most affordable areas, Homestead. This is roughly about 30 to 40 minutes south of Miami, and it's one of the few places where you can still find a single-family home for roughly $500,000. What does that typically look like? Condos run about $220,000 to about $320,000. Townhomes are around $300,000 to roughly $420,000, and single-family homes are ranging from about $380,000 to about $500,000. Homestead is great if you want more space, newer construction, and a quieter suburbia feel. The trade-off is the distance. You're further from the city, so commuting can be a factor. Now let's talk about Kendall. This is one of the most popular areas for buyers because it gives you a balance between affordability and location. You're closer to major highways, shopping, restaurants, and everyday conveniences. And the typical price range for condos, about $250,000 to about $350,000. Townhomes, roughly $350,000 to $480,000. And single-family homes start around $480,000. People love Kendall because of the established neighborhoods, the strong resale value, and overall the convenience. This is a great option for first-time home buyers. Now let's talk about Cutler Bay, one of my favorite areas. This is an area to consider. This area has more of a relaxed, coastal, laid-back vibe without the Miami Beach price tag. And the typical pricing for condos, roughly about $240,000 to about $330,000. Townhomes, $320,000, roughly to about $450,000. And single-family homes, we're talking about $420,000 to about $500,000. Cutler Bay is perfect if you want quiet neighborhoods, access to parks and water, and more of a residential feel. Now here we have North Miami. This is a great option if you want to be closer to the city. You'll find a mix of older homes, condos, and some opportunities for value. Now the typical prices in North Miami, I would say about $230,000 to about $350,000 for condos, $350,000 to $480,000 for townhomes, and for single-family homes, we're talking about $400,000 to about $500,000. Now buyers here are looking because of the location, the proximity to the beach, and the potential for appreciation. Now Hialeah, we can't talk about affordability without talking about Hialeah. This is one of the most active areas in Miami-Dade County. Typical prices, we're talking about condos from $250,000 to about $330,000, townhomes $350,000 to about $450,000, and single-family homes $450,000 to just about $500,000. Hialeah is ideal if you want a strong sense of community, access to everything, and more of a fast-paced environment. If you want more space, I say go with Homestead. If you want the best balance of location and value, Kendall is a great choice. If you prefer the quiet residential vibe, then look into Cutler Bay. If you want to be closer to the city, North Miami makes a lot of sense. And if you want culture and convenience, Hialeah is definitely a strong option. However, there's no one size fits all. It really depends on your lifestyle. So if you're thinking about moving to Miami and staying under $500,000, you need a strategy because the best deals don't last long. If you want help figuring out what area fits your lifestyle, what you qualify for, or how to actually win in this South Florida market, schedule a one-on-one buyer strategy session. Click the link in my description. And if you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe and like it. See you on the next video. It's Angelique Hibbert. I'm here for all of your real estate endeavors.